Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing? Do I look sleepy? Sorry, it's been a long day. Very long day. Ended up doing more than I thought I was gonna do today. So this is the day I usually record the bulk of my week's videos when I manage to get a full week's worth of videos out anyway. I try. And I usually start earlier on and go, but I ended up doing a lot of things today. So you see a few of me today, but a few of me in this shirt and all this fun stuff. So see how many I get done. But it's already like 6 a.m. So, and I work tomorrow today. So we'll see. We'll see how many more I got in me. But anyway, so this is the 3rd week's update for March. Yes, I have sleepy brain. For the movie Marquee challenge that I am doing with Sandy from Crochet Canada. Hello, Sandy. This was the brainchild of Sandy that I was happy to join in with her and collaborate with her on. If you are newly watching this series, you should definitely head over to Sandy's channel, link in the description, and watch hers also. But basically, we are taking turns every other month. So like last month I picked for February, the month before, and this month is Sandy's picks. Next month will be mine again. You're smart. You get it. We're picking movies, and wow, sorry. We're picking movies, and from the movie poster, we're taking inspiration from the different colors that are on it, and we're making a project. Originally, we were doing blankets. I'm still doing blankets because, after my own heart, right? But we are branching out and opening it up to any kind of project, and asking if you guys want to join along with us. If you, just for fun, just for something to do to get creative juices flowing and all that good stuff for the year, since it's a year-long thing. We're asking you, we each have Facebook groups, which are also both linked down below here, to post them there. There's been some really cool stuff posted in both of the Facebook groups from January and February, and now for March also. People are finishing up already, definitely beating me because I am not done by any means. But I do have progress to show you, which I will get to in just a moment. Sandy's movie for this month is Venom. And there are, at first glance, it may not look like, it might look like a dull palette to you of colors, but there's quite a few different colors. And not every poster is going to have like a rainbow, of course, of colors. But it does have, an array of colors to choose from, not just like one or two. And hopefully you agree when I show you the ones that I zeroed in on, but there are definitely other ones that you could choose from. Also, Sandy had brought up, and several other times, and I would like to bring up also, that if the movie just doesn't appeal to you or the colors don't speak to you, you're of course free to choose your own movie too. Maybe you don't like anything that we've picked and you really want to do Toy Story because you really love the movie poster for Toy Story. Maybe you're using, I'm making it a goal of mine to use from my collection of yarn and try not to buy any new yarn for any of these blankets that I'm doing. This one behind me was my January blanket. I love this blanket, so I try to keep it around me all the time. But yeah, that's my January blanket from when we did Silence of the Lambs. And that was purely from collection yarn. The white and black was all from a Hobby Lobby sale, in fact. And the bright orange was different. It was a Joann's sale yarn that I had gotten, just a big twist when it was on sale at one point at like Thanksgiving, I think. And then the dark orange was just one that I absolutely had loved, that I had gotten at my local Meijer store, but I had never had a use for it. And now I have had a use for it. Obviously, that is what I was meant to use it for, right? And I used it all up, actually, almost all of it, if I remember right. So I'm trying to use from my collection. So if you don't have, say this month for Venom, you don't have the colors for the movie poster in your collection, or you don't have enough of them, or maybe you just don't want to use them, but you do have the ones for, like I said, like Toy Story. Do Toy Story then. That's fine. Maybe when you post your make in our Facebook groups, if you could post the movie poster picture along with it, or at least mention it and we can go look it up. Maybe let us know what you used for inspiration, and just, let us know that you're playing along and that that's the movie that you chose. That would be cool. So as long as everybody has fun, like, it's all good, right? So yeah. However, I definitely, that I gravitate anyway towards like darks and neutrals and things of that nature. So I had plenty on hand. And so when I saw the Venom poster, I picked out obviously the black and the gray from Venom's face, but also the guy who Venom inhabits or coexists on, or however you want to put it, his flesh tone. And the sky in the background was like a grayish blue color. I keep wanting to say that the guy also had like a grayish blue hoodie on also. I might be wrong about that, but the sky definitely had a bluish gray hue to it. So those are some of the colors that I was pulling from. And I had different, like I've had 3 or 4 different colors of this same yarn from different Hobby Lobby sales, but I have had like an excess of these Stripe It yarns from Hobby Lobby, which texture and fiber content and everything are a lot like Scarfy yarn, which I love. If you've been around my channel very long, you know that I love Scarfy. And it's a lot like it. Now, obviously, Scarfy has long color changes, but it's a lot more marled in between. Whereas these are, there's only like this much color change in between, because it's literally meant to be stripes, thus the name Stripe It. You're smart, you get it. So I had a point to that. Oh, so for the gray and black, that's what I used. I think this is just called gray and black. Yeah, it's just called gray black 08, if you want to get technical, gray black 08. And then I have another one that's called, I believe it's called tan teal. And they're from different years of the clearance sale, thus the beautiful orange price tag, because, I love to see those orange price tags, don't we, whenever we go to the sales. I also had the Stripe It white and black is this one back here. So you can see like right there is a change in from white to black, and it's that sudden. So like the change is almost nothing. And all I did was for the blanket that I'm making for Venom, I did color control it, meaning I cut out like that much of where it did marl, I cut that out so that there was no mixing. And because on the cover of the movie poster, Venom was taking over his body or whatnot, or like covering him, but only partial, like kind of at a angle or like a halfway point. I decided to do granny squares, but the solid half and half, like diagonal ones. So I basically went through these the other color, this color, the tan and the blue, and the black and the gray, and cut all of them into their separate colors so that I could do tan and blue squares, and then where venom meets flesh on the guy, the tan and black from the two different balls of yarn. And then this is more of like the venom part of the cover, the movie poster. And this, lean back in the squeaky chair. This is how it's coming along. Sorry, I probably blocked myself from the mic, but this is how it's coming along. And it's going upwards, obviously, like I'm building up this way. So the next row will have more of the tan in it, and it's gonna be like a square at the end of the day, the way that I have it drawn up right now. I do like rectangular blankets, so if I end up with enough time, I may do something extra at the top and bottom to make it a little more rectangular than square. I don't know if that'll look weird with the way I have it designed, but I'm really digging the way it's coming out. Like, I like it a lot. And you guys know how much of a sucker I am for my continuous join. So with the continuous join, if you're familiar with it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But with a continuous join, on the normal continuous join, you have all your squares, and then you start at one end and you join them all, and then you come up and you join them all again, and you come up and you join. It's, as the name implies, a continuous join. You don't have to cut anything or tie anything or sew anything. But I didn't want like what would be a margin in between each of these squares, meaning I would have to sew them together. But I hate sewing them together, so I almost didn't do the blanket because of that. Well, what I ended up doing was a join as you go method with my continuous join type of join. I basically finished the square down to whatever row is touching, and then did the continuous join as I finished the square is what I did. So I mentioned in the last video that, okay, yeah, maybe somebody else has done that before, but I've never seen it. I've never seen a video for that. When I get my workspace cleaned off so I can do tutorials again, maybe I'll do a tutorial also for it if anybody's interested in that. Just because I really like the way, because then you can do like solid squares with no margin in between, and you still don't have to sew it. But look how, make sure I don't knock anything off. Look how sewn that looks. Like it looks stitched together, does it not? And it's a nice tight, I know I'm gonna knock something off this table. It's like while I've been cleaning my room, I have little piles of things. Today there's like a small pile like right in front of you guys. Okay. It's a nice tight seam is what I was trying to get at. Hopefully while I'm stretching it, it's on camera so you can see it. There's no like weird holes. There's no ridges. It's still that nice flat seam that I like, which is why I do the continuous join. One side of it is totally and absolutely flat, and the other side of it is basically flat also, but it's just got that little where the stitches look almost whip stitched over, and that's it. That is it. And it's otherwise perfectly flat. It's lovely. And yeah, so like a few of you guys had pointed out, very kindly, thank you, that like, even if I wasn't the first person to think of it, like I was the first person to think of it for myself, so I should still be proud of it. And thank you, because I am. I'm very proud of it. I'm excited that it works. And yeah, just excited that it works. So I think that's all I have. I still have 2 more rows of this to do, but I'm almost done with some of the other projects that have been kind of slowing me down, I guess, a little bit on this blanket. And because I did not make it a giant project, I'll have it done with no problems. And yeah, I will check back in with you guys next week and show you what I have done again. And start thinking about a border on it too, because I'm only two rows away, unless I do extra, from finishing it. So it's just going to be like a little lapghan size blanket, but I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. So hopefully you guys like it too. And then, like I said, if you are participating with us, definitely, if you have Facebook, join up on our Facebook groups and post away and show us what you're making. And I will catch you guys in the next video. All right. I love you guys, and I hope that you are having a great start to your weekend, because I know this is coming out at the beginning of the weekend. So, all right. I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys. I love you.